is where you wanna be, cause you know we gon' talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, hey. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Make sure y'all click that like button on y'all way in. How's it going? Somebody say, hey, Amor, today is my birthday, 53. Happy birthday, Lorraine. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to anyone that's having a January. What's this month? Tell me. Capricorn? Oh, I literally just guessed that. February is Aquarius, so it must be Capricorn. But tell me, is it Capricorn month in the house? Happy birthday. Y'all can tell I've been asleep all day. You know what? I don't even have my water. My husband about to get mad. I'm about to ask. I got it. It's Capricorn. Oh, Jesus. Listen, if I was a cute dog, I'd be like, woo, woo, woo. I need some water, y'all. Let me see. Let me see if the mister bring me some water. I forgot to get me some water. We about to see. How's everybody doing? Hey, babe. Can you do me a favor? Can you bring me some water? I literally forgot. Thanks. Okay, bye. Hey, y'all. Thanks for the new membership, Miss Barbara. Today, we're going to dive in a little story. I tried to change my background, y'all. Hold on. I tried to change my background to his picture. Let me see. Oh, is it showing? Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Is it going to let me do it? No. I was trying to. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. I don't like that. You can't even see it. I was literally trying to change my background. Thank you, babe. I was trying to change. She said, you got a good husband. Babe, you got. They say you such a great, amazing man. Did y'all hear that joker? He said, I'm the butler. He'll never forget that when I told him they call him the butler, honey. Jay ain't trying to forget that ever. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Do I have this thing plugged up? Oh, Lord. It said it looked like I unplugged it. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all know I can't be hearing myself. If I can hear myself, that means that you guys can hear me. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I can't hear myself. Oh, maybe because I don't have it plugged in. I don't have. Oh, I can hear myself now. Ooh, it's loud. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, I can hear myself. I know you guys can hear me as well. Am I loud and clear? Let me make sure the audio is in this phone. Test, 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 test. That means you guys can hear me loud and clear. Thumbs up if you can hear me. It says, Amor, my son will be singing your intro music. Oh, he be singing it, girl. Get in here tonight. Get in here. We're ready to vibe. We're talking with the Mora, spilling all the tea. I don't even know the words. Like and subscribe and take a seat. We gonna talk about, you know what? I'm gonna learn the words myself. Lord, I'm loud. Jesus. All right, I just had to turn it down a little bit. She said mine too. Y'all so funny. Listen, today we want to talk about this old joker right here, honey. Let me pull him up, child. You know, I want to put this picture right here up. And the reason why I want to put it up, because look at this face. Look at this face right here. Look at these faces. Y'all heard about this case? This is Keith Smith and his daughter. It ain't, how do you pronounce her name? Hold on, let me see how you pronounce it. It's not Valerie. I be wanting to call her Valerie, but it's not Valerie, it's Valeria. We're going to be talking about Keith Smith and Valeria Smith today, okay? These two individuals, this happened about 5 years ago, you guys, in Baltimore, Maryland. Any Baltimore, Maryland people out there? Give me a hand raise. Anybody in Baltimore? Cookie said she dated him. Cookie, did you date him? Did you just say that? Girl, did you say you dated him? Hold on. I didn't see Cookie say she dated him. Where'd she say that at? This story hits different. My mom used to babysit his daughter and I dated him. Oh my God. Cookie, are you for real, girl? You ain't gonna like some of the things that I'm about to say about this Joker, girl. Cookie, you sure you want to stay in here? You sure you want to stay in here, or have you heard some of the things about this man? Because you know. She said, I went out with him one time. Okay, just one, right? You ain't get intimate with the brother, did you? There's rumors. There's rumors. Whew. All right, let's get into this story, y'all. Let's get into this story. Okay, so this happened some years ago, okay? She says, I'm from Baltimore, but I live in Atlanta. I know all about this story. I know people that was close to his family. Okay. She says, yes, I'm sure we only went out once. No sex. Okay, good, Cookie. Woo! I can breathe, girl. So let me tell y'all what happened, okay? This was about 5 years ago, okay? Keith Smith, which is the guy y'all see right here. Let me blow this joke up a little bit more. That guy right there. Keith. He was married to Jacquelyn. Let me pull her picture up. I wish this thing let me do side by sides, but it don't, y'all. So please forgive me. Hey, Sonia, how are you, girl? Hey, Kia, I see y'all coming into the building. So this was his wife, okay? They were married, okay? Now, there is rumor they was having relationship problems, but, you know, for the most part, they were fine. She was an engineer, 54 years old, another Black, a successful woman. She was an engineer. He was a bum. No, just literally. Hold on. She had kids that was in the military. She had 2 sons in the Coast Guard, okay? And I want to say she worked for the government or something like that. Maybe some department or something having to do with the government. But she was an engineer. She had a really good job. She made really good money, okay? Apparently, he was a broke joker because that joker done robbed the bank, the same bank they say, 3 times, honey. There was rumors that he robbed the bank, the same bank 3 times. How you do that, I don't know. How you rob the same bank 3 times? Anyway, he came out with a story that shocked the whole country, okay? Because we all are familiar with panhandlers. This thing keep coming up. We all are familiar with panhandlers. Some panhandlers are homeless, don't have nowhere to go. They sleep on the street. Some do this as a living, okay? They literally have houses, places to stay, cars, make money, and they do this as a living. It's like a fake type thing, okay? But he came out with a story and told the world that he stopped at a stop sign, okay, in Baltimore, Maryland, and a homeless person, he said it was a homeless female, walked up. I'm so sorry. I just feel like I'm yelling, and I ain't trying to be the yeller over here. Why does this thing sound like you know what? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta take this off because this makes it sound like I'm yelling. I'll fix it later, but he said this female walked up and asked for money, okay? Oh, the female, the woman, he said his wife, because he said she was so generous. She offered the female $10, okay? So he said that she turned to him and said, honey, can I give this homeless lady right here $10? And he said, yeah, you can. So he rolls down the window and she called the homeless lady. This is his story, y'all. She called the homeless lady over to the car and says, hey, I got $10 for you. So the homeless lady comes up to get the $10. He said that the man that was with the homeless lady asked him, he driving, his wife is on the passenger side. That's what he said, y'all. He said, the man came up to him and said, "Sir, can I thank your wife for the $10 that she just gave to my wife?" And he said, "Sure," because he said he didn't know what was about to happen. So he said, "Sure." Okay, there's red flags right there. What man tells another man it's okay to go around to the passenger side and say anything to his wife? Weird, right? But he said he was like, "Sure, you can go tell her thank you." He said the man walked around to the passenger side where his wife was sitting, grabbed her necklace, snatched her purse, and commenced to stab her 5 times. That's what he said. All along, he's in the driver's seat. When I first heard this story, and this is no lie, Oprah and all them other people can eat beef food all they want to. But when I first heard this story, I called bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. What man is going to allow somebody to snatch a necklace and get 5 stabs in? You got to be one bad mamma jamma to be able to do that. And he ain't took off. Okay, even if this story was supposed to be true, he might be able to snatch the necklace off, right? And he may be able to stab one time, maybe. But he damn sure ain't about to get 5 stabs in. Not if I'm behind the wheel. So can you imagine what the husband was doing if this story was supposed to be, if the story was true? Can you imagine what the husband was doing when the homeless man was stabbing her 5 times? Boom, 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 5 times. Okay? And don't forget, snatch the purse too. Now you just snatch the necklace, snatch the purse, and stabbed her 5 times. Okay? He told this story to the police department. He called 911. Okay? They had a I'm gonna show y'all a little video footage of it too. Okay. Here we go. They had a press conference because, honey, when this story dropped, he just knew. Oh, shoot, he knew he had something, right? So he went on a mission to tell his story. He in front of the news people talking with his daughter. His daughter was Jacquelyn's stepdaughter, okay? So Keith's daughter was with him. She just a crying. She just a sniffer. She really wasn't crying. I'll let y'all see her in a minute. She just on camera in front of the news people talking. He's talking and she fake crying, y'all. That's what she was doing. She was fake crying. When I saw that, I said, something don't smell right. I said it. I said, something don't smell right with this story. This is him. Look how calm, cool, and collected he was telling this story. Okay? He said, and then he drove to the police department. No, actually, I'm sorry. He drove in another location. Scratch that. He drove to another location and called 911 with his stabbed wife still in the car. She didn't die. She didn't pass away until later, you guys. Why didn't he drive her to the hospital? Why didn't he called 911 right where he was and let the ambulance come? He didn't. Okay? My video is still downloading. The police department got involved. Investigators, you will hear them say they didn't believe him from the start. And the reason why they didn't is because they sent people out to the scene in which he said they were at. Now, he said it was at the intersection of East Chase and Valley Street. Now, y'all already know they got all this technology out here that you can't be saying that you was at this intersection and then they go back and check, they ping your phone and find out that you were somewhere else. Okay? They find out that you were somewhere else. You can't do that. You can't tell them that you was in one place, but then they go to the towers, the phone towers, and find out that you was in a whole nother area. That's inconsistency number one. Okay? Number two, you just told these people that a man stabbed your wife 5 times in the chest. There's blood all in the car, right? But if the man, the homeless man, stabbed your wife 5 times and took off running, he said, and they took off running before he drove off. So they went to that area. They sent detectives to that area. You know, the experts, the ones that know how to comb through stuff and look for things. They was looking for blood. They was looking for, you know, when you speed off in a car, the tire print in your vehicle leaves some type of traction in the street. You understand what I'm saying? It may, you know, because you're going so fast, you accelerate. So it leaves some type of mark in the street, okay? They went out and combed that area. They was looking for blood. They was looking for tire prints. They was looking for anything. They was looking for the purse, the weapon, the necklace, anything. Didn't find nothing in that area he said he was at. Absolutely nothing. Okay? She said, I was just watching. Oh, okay. Hey, Lexi. So that's another inconsistency. They already been pinged the phone and said, wait a minute, he wasn't here. The phone records say he was somewhere else. Right? Inconsistency. There ain't no blood around. There ain't no tire prints. So then he came back and said, well, you know, I was embarrassed. I didn't want to tell y'all, but I got lost. I couldn't believe he said that. Now, I will say this. Men do get lost, and they do be embarrassed, and they don't want to tell you they lost. Sometimes men will drive around for 20, 30 minutes, don't have no damn idea where they at, where they going, before they actually will admit that they lost. Because you'll say, are you, babe, where we going? They be like, I got it. I'm good. We good. You be like, okay. Babe, we just passed that 2 times. I know. We good. I got it. I told you we got it. I got it. So I will say that men do or will ride around lost, right? So then he tried to tell them, because when they caught him in that particular lie, he said, well, you know what? I didn't want to admit I was lost. I really don't know exactly where we was. I was lost. So then he tried to say that's why he gave them the fake location that they didn't find not a damn thing at. No evidence whatsoever could they find. Okay? The inconsistencies made them look into him more and more and more. But let me tell you how dumb criminals are. Criminals are so dumb. 9 times out of 10, criminals tell on themselves. Trust me. This man moves out of his condo, just up and move. Somebody just stabbed your wife to death. She gone. She's Zilcho, right? She died actually at the hospital. By the time they got her to the hospital, she passed away at the hospital. She didn't even pass away on the scene. She probably could have been saved, right? but all his shenanigans and bullshit or whatever, you know, and who knows if she could have been saved or not. But anyway, criminals, they tell on themselves. This man moves, up and move, get a U-Haul truck, pull it up to the house, and put everything in the damn U-Haul. And he moves to Florida. He moves from Maryland to Florida. Okay? So the police like, this sounds kind of weird. Why he move? Right? What's going on? Because, you know, was he planning on moving before? What? This joker, they emptied the whole house. So they called him in, you know, to speak to him for interrogation or something like that, right? While they called him in for interrogation, they took his phone, right? They was like, you know what? We're going to keep tabs on this brother. They tapped his phone, but the first time they tapped it, he got away because he changed his number, okay? He changed his phone number. They're like, what? But they were still keeping tabs on him. So he was in Florida. He mailed a package from his residence to his daughter, right? Somehow, investigations found out that he had mailed this package. They called the post office and said, I need you to intercept this package that's coming from him to his daughter. Sometimes we're being watched and don't know we're being watched, especially when we're under suspicion of a crime. He didn't know he was being watched. That's why I say criminals are so damn dumb. Just dumb. Dumb to the dumb. Okay? I'm going to tell you how dumb this brother really, really is, right? So they intercepted the package, opened it up, okay? This is all under the law. They was able to do it. They was allowed. They was directed to. And it was a phone. He was mailing his daughter, an encrypted phone, right? They bugged that joker. They tapped it and went ahead and sent it on to the daughter, right? She gets the phone. The whole time the phone is tapped. He having conversations with his daughter, and guess what? They don't even know it. They don't know that they're being recorded, okay? So that's how they found out, because they was keeping tabs with him. They found out that they was trying to leave the U.S. But you remember how I just told you this joke is dumb? Dumb as a box of rocks? How you go murder your wife and want to flee the country and you don't even have a passport? This bruh didn't even have a passport at all. So then he was, you know, he got on his computer. He started looking up ways where he can enter Mexico without going across the border, you know, the driving way. He looked up how he can get into Canada. He looked up how he can go to Cuba. He looked up, he searched, can you go to Jamaica without passports? He did all this after the fact. Don't you think he would have did it before? Don't you think he would have went and got a passport before? Don't you think that that's kind of like, but I think he thought the Panhandler story would stick. But guess what? They got a hold to him. They arrested him, right? They were trying to flee, okay? He called up his daughter and said, pack your bags. We moving to Mexico, okay? She said, okay. So she thought they was just going to go to Mexico, right? She goes and buys a journal, and in her journal, she types in there, I am officially on the run, okay? Anywho, they meet up together. They trying to flee to Mexico, but they're caught. And you want to know how they're caught? Because their phone was tapped. That's why. Their phone was tapped. They found out that they was trying to flee. So they caught them. They arrested them. They was about to charge both of them with the wife's murder. Wife, stepmom's murder. But the daughter, his daughter, she said, wait a minute. Can I say something? Can I say something? She said, I ain't do it. I'll tell you everything you want to know if I can get a lighter sentence. They said, talk to me. Okay? So I want to read her testimony because it's going to say a whole lot. Okay? I'm going to read this testimony verbatim because I want you to see the mindset of her dad. Now, I do have reservations about this young lady, and I'll tell you that in a minute, okay? But I'm going to read her testimony, okay? Here it goes. It says, Valeria Smith testified that her father fatally stabbed Jacquelyn, which is her stepmom, and they sat in their car in Druid Hill Park, which is a whole different area in which he told the police that the panhandlers came to approach them, okay? A whole different area. And they verified that they really was in that area by the pinging of the phone, okay? She said, I was sitting in the back seat of the car and I saw it all. I saw him stab her. I saw blood on his hands. After he stabbed her, he walked into the woods with the knife in his hands. When he came back out, he no longer had the knife. This is his daughter testifying. She testified that once her dad came out of the woods, he had a whole story put together. That was the panhandler story. He said, hey, this is what we gonna say. So now he didn't walked into the woods, dropped the knife off, did whatever, and came up with this panhandling story just like that. Just like that, okay? She said her father got back in the car and said nothing at first, right? Then he drove to the East Baltimore to call 911. So he left that location. He drove to East Baltimore and he dialed 911. All alone, the wife is still in the car. She's not passed away yet, y'all. She's still alive. She said her father was calm before he called 911, but when he got 911 on the phone, he forced himself to start crying. Okay? He forced himself. Whatever, right? She says after the killing happened, the father asked her, so let's go back a little bit. The father said, hey, I need you to get rid of Jacquelyn's wallet. Put it down a storm drain or something. And she did. She took the wallet. She put it down the storm drain, okay? Valeria said then they moved to Florida, or he moved to Florida. And she and her father communicated over an encrypted message app and by phone, okay? In March 2019, she said her father called her and said, hey, we're moving to Mexico. Before he drove to West Baltimore to pick her up, she said she bought a journal from Dollar General. And she read some of the excerpts out loud in the court. And like I said, she said, I'm officially on the run. This is crazy and I am so car sick, okay? But nowhere in the journal did she mention her stepmom, okay? It says just before lunch, the jury heard from a Texas trooper and watched videos from the body cam that showed the moment Keith and his daughter were arrested at a gas station parking lot. Now listen to this. When they found the two, not the couple, but the daughter and father, when the troopers found them, they asked them questions. They said, Keith, do you know that you have an active warrant out in Baltimore? And Keith replied, an active warrant? Me? For what? Then the trooper said, well, where you headed, Keith? He said, oh, me and my daughter, we're just out sightseeing around the Mexico border. We're just looking at the fence that Trump built. That's all. We was just sightseeing. We was just looking at this beautiful build-a-wall gate that Trump put up. That's all we doing. We ain't trying to do nothing. We just sightseeing. We just want to see for our own eyes what that wall looked like. Okay. Valeria testified in court that the motive, y'all ready for this? The motive for the killing of his wife, her stepmom, was the insurance policy. He said, I'm broke. I'm tired of being broke. And I need some coins. So he stabbed his wife 5 times in the chest and blamed it on a homeless person, a panhandler, and thought he can get away with it. He actually had people believing him in the beginning, even Oprah Winfrey text. Some of y'all remember. Oprah Winfrey said, I done gave panhandlers money millions and millions of times. I will think about the next time it comes around for me to do this. Had a whole lot of people out there saying, oh my God, I would never give money to another homeless person again. Never. This is crazy. Right? They were scared of homeless people. Homeless people's life had just instantly became more in danger because of what he said, the story that he put together. But the daughter like, I'm going down with you, daddy. I ain't going down. So the daughter testified against her father, said she witnessed it and everything, and she got 5 years. Okay? They gave her 5 years. Now, through the testimony and everything, and this is why I say, I'm going to tell you how many years he got in a minute, but listen. And I'm sure if anybody followed this story, you already know what I'm about to say. Through testimony, they tried to paint her during her period, right? They tried to say, wait a minute, she's not innocent. They even had a forensic investigator to come in and say that they actually found her DNA on the knife and not his. That was stated under oath. Now, when I saw that, I was like, well, wait a minute. How is that possible? How was her DNA found on the knife and not his? So I asked a question, y'all. I said, could it have been that she did it? Because she said, I was high before this, during this, and after this. She admitted to being high. She said, I stayed high. I was high before this incident, during this incident, and after this incident, I was high. And as you can tell right here in this picture, let me blow it up a little bit more. The girl is high as a kite. You see how white her lips is? And everybody was talking about it when this happened. They said, she got to be on some type of drugs. Because this girl, I'm going to show you something right quick. This girl was literally shaking during the interview. Okay? Let me show you. It was so weird to me. Like, oh my God, did they actually believe this chick? Okay, look at this. I put this together. I took some clippings. I was going to do a video instead of doing a live. I said I was going to do a video, and then I said, no, I want to turn it live. Y'all.
Police never bought the Panhandler story. They now say The claim was full of inconsistencies and contradictions. Keith Smith stands next to the judge's bench like a sentinel, watching and listening to potential jurors.
All right, so let me tell you what I did here again. I took a lot of little clippings and I put it together, okay? All right, here we go. I'm just showing you. I really want you to take note to the young lady when she do the interview, okay?
Smith is charged with first-degree murder in the stabbing death of his wife, Jacquelyn. Smith told police that back on December 1st, 2018, he, his wife, and daughter Valeria were driving through East Baltimore when Jacquelyn asked to pull over and give a female panhandler who appeared to be holding a baby $10. Smith provided details of the encounter at a press conference.
When she did, some guy.
Here you go. Look how she's shaking. She's supposed to be crying. Please pay attention. And I know my criminal justice majors out there can spot it a mile away. Y'all can spot her fake ass a mile away.
Came over to say, can I thank her? And as he did that, and I'm not thinking he gonna do what he did, he commenced to stabbing my wife. Snatched her necklace before I knew it, and the girl snatched a little pocketbook in the seat, and they both ran.
All right, you're with him.
But
did y'all see that fragging bull? Do I need to rewind that for y'all? Look, just one more second. Y'all know I will rewind some shit for y'all ass. Look, I want you to see it again. Take note to this young lady.
Maybe $10. Smith provided details of the encounter at a press conference.
And when she did, some guy came over to say, can I thank her? And as he did that, and I'm not thinking he gonna do what he did, he commenced to stabbing my wife. Snatched her necklace before I knew it, and the girl snatched her.
Now, first of all, check it out. You know, it's so, you know, I'll let y'all continue to see the video, but listen to this. It's so much wrong with this right here. This video is taken I don't even know if it was taken the day or the day after the incident. But why this mofo ain't even crying himself? Somebody stabbed your wife to death and you can just so calmly talk to a news team and just so calmly say, yeah, I didn't know he was going to do it. He just asked me, can he thank my wife for giving this girl with a baby $10? And I say, yeah, it's okay. You can walk around to the passenger side of the car and tell my wife, thank you. Like, you can't tell her thank you from this side. Like, he couldn't, like, if he on the driver's side, y'all, you mean to tell me he couldn't just reach his head down in the, you know, to the window and just look and say, ma'am, I just want to say thank you. And why he want to thank the wife instead of thanking them? They won. The damn, you know what I'm saying? It's bullshit, right? Let's keep listening to this bullshit.
Little pocketbook in the seat, and they both ran.
All right, you're with him.
But detectives didn't buy it. They picked up on the inconsistencies and contradictions in his story. Surveillance footage of the crime area also did not back up his claim. Police wiretapped his and his daughter's cell phones. They found out the two were trying to leave the country. Texas state troopers arrested the pair at a gas station about 20 minutes from the Mexican border.
They were 20 minutes away. He's such a dumbass criminal. They were 20 minutes away from the Mexican border. 20 minutes. 20 minutes away. Now, how he planned this out before he did all this, he could have been long gone, right? That joker could have got on a plane and been somewhere in Cuba, smoking cigars, dancing in the street. He could have been gone. That joker do all of this and then try to figure out, hey, yo, where I can go get a passport at? Excuse me. How can I get a passport? What I need to do? Where I fill out at? How much it costs? What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? You dumbass.
Valeria pleaded guilty to acting as an accessory after the murder. She faces 10 years in prison and is...
Now, this is my question to y'all. Like I said, testimony, you know, his lawyer, because they had two different lawyers. His lawyer hired a forensic investigator, or whatever you call it, a forensic person. and said that her blood was found, her DNA, excuse me, her DNA was found on the weapon and not his. Now, my question to y'all is, you know, my criminal justice majors, what am I trying to say? Is it a matter of, let me see who's going to confess first? So because she pled guilty to accessory, can she just testify against him and say he did it? Because I'm just wondering if he would have did it first and said, you know what, I'm guilty. I saw it, I didn't do it, my daughter did it, and I want to testify. And the reason why I asked that is because she pled guilty quickly. She said, I don't want to go to trial. She went to trial to testify against him. But her own case, she said, I'm guilty to accessory. I saw it and I helped him cover it up. I'm guilty, Your Honor. I ain't trying to go to no court trial. And I testify and say whatever you want me to say. Now, my question is, if he was given that opportunity, could he have done that and got lesser sentence? Because he ended up getting life plus 3 years, and she only got 5 years. 5 years. Now, you know, I don't know. At this point, we don't know who did it, right? But it says that everything pointed back to him. One of them in the car did it, but they said all the evidence pointed back to him. And what they mean by that is it wasn't like it was no blood on him or anything. It's just the fact that they know it wasn't no panhandler. It happened in that car. But she took the plea deal. She got 5 years and she testified against her father. Now, they did record conversations of them being in jail, and she did make statements to him over the phone like, you don't love me. You know, you would rather see me in prison. You don't love me. So they, you know, they put their own 2 and 2 together. Investigators, they have their own way of figuring shit out. But let's just finish listening to the video right quick.
Expected to testify against her father. A jury has now been seated. Opening statements are slated for tomorrow morning. The judge set aside 2 weeks for the trial. Reporting from the Mitchell Courthouse downtown, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
You know what? I put the wrong video up there anyway. It was supposed to be a different video because I took all that out. Anyway, yes, it was said. Let me see if I have the right video. It said that it was done for, oh, you know what? Okay, because it's right here. Insurance money. He said he was broke as a joke, and he was tired of being broke. Okay? He was tired of being broke, hence why he robbed the same thing 3 times. But it was something else that came out in this story because people start asking, you know, when you do stuff like this, they look into your background. Okay? They looked into the background. They thought that she had a clean background. Like I said, she was an engineer major. Not major, but she had an engineer. She was an engineer. She was an engineer. She was a mom. Her sons was Coast Guard. They was in the Coast Guard. They was already doing well. He had kids, you know, his daughter was on drugs. As y'all can see, she was already on drugs and whatnot, you know. But something else came up. That's why I was like, oh, Lord, I hope I can go ahead with honey because they said joker HIV. Yes, they did. They said he was dealing with issues on his own. So, I mean, I guess he figured, I don't know if he figured the damn money from the insurance company was going to help him with his medication or something. I don't know. Let me see if I can put up the right video, the one that I actually did. Here you go. Here, let's watch this video only because I put it together. Here we go.
Smith told police that back on December 1st, 2018, he, his wife, and daughter Valeria were driving through East Baltimore when Jacquelyn asked to pull over and give a female panhandler who appeared to be holding a baby $10. Smith provided details of the encounter at a press conference.
And when she did, some guy came over to say, can I thank her? And as he did that, and I'm not thinking he's going to do what he did, he commenced to stabbing my wife. Snatched her necklace before I knew it, and the girl snatched a little pocketbook in the seat, and they both ran.
Police never bought the Panhandler story. They picked up on the inconsistencies and contradictions in his story. Surveillance footage of the crime area also did not back up his claim. Trial testimony indicates Jacquelyn was asleep in the car at a different location when Smith stabbed her at least 5 times. Circuit Court Judge.
So listen, not only was she stabbed 5 times, but the coward did it while she was asleep. Can you imagine riding around, because they had just came back from a birthday party where they had, I think he said some wine or something like that. Can you imagine, like me, for instance, y'all, I trust my husband wholeheartedly. Like, I don't fall asleep in the car with just anybody. I don't trust you to fall asleep in the car. He's kind of on the edge, right? But if I'm in the car with my husband, I will fall asleep, right? But can you imagine that she fell asleep in the car with this damn man, right? And he does this while she's asleep. You tell me that ain't no damn coward. That's a coward. Now, there was talk of her divorcing him. We'll get into that a little bit. Hold on. Let's continue on. Let me go back a little bit because I want y'all to hear what he said. She was asleep.
Trial testimony indicates Jacquelyn was asleep in the car at a different location when Smith stabbed her at least 5 times. Circuit Court Judge Jennifer Schiffer admonished Smith, calling the murder premeditated and willful. The victim had no way of knowing her husband would stab her over and over again. The victim was the definition of defenseless and vulnerable. She was asleep. He blamed vulnerable people, panhandlers. Police wiretapped his and his daughter's cell phones. They found out the two were trying to leave the country. Texas state troopers arrested the pair at a gas station about 20 minutes from the Mexican border. In exchange for a lighter prison sentence, Valeria pleaded guilty to acting as an accessory after the murder. She faces 10 years in prison and is expected to testify against her father. Keith Smith chose to be in the courtroom through a closed-circuit TV rather than in person to hear his fate.
That coward didn't even want to face the judge, okay, when it was time for his sentence. He said, no, let's do it over the line. Let's do it online. I don't want to show up. Tell me what's going to happen to me over like what we doing now. Stream that shit. I ain't going to court for this. Just stream it. He already knew what it was. That's exactly why he didn't go to court. He's like, I'm not going to court. I don't want to have to, to face this judge. Just tell her to tell me what my sentence is via the internet. Okay?
The judge sentenced him to life plus 3 years for the stabbing death of his wife, Jacquelyn. The only thing Smith said that could be heard clearly was, I'm sorry.
All that, this joker had the nerve to say, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. My bad. Yes, it happened in Baltimore. It happened in Baltimore. Yes. So this whole situation was crazy. The mother came out and said she never believed it from the beginning. There was a detective that said he never believed it from the beginning. And he even took a step further, found out that there was an insurance policy, called the insurance company and said, hold the check. People don't think that that can happen. People don't think that when there's a death or a murder, that investigators can tell the insurance company to hold the check until the investigation has been completed. They can do that. They can absolutely do that. And they did. They said, hold the check. Something ain't cooking right. Something is fishy. Now, if you're like me, you knew something from the beginning. You knew it. And I did. My thing was, y'all know how I am. I look at the man as the protector. How the hell can your husband not protect you and he's sitting right beside you in the damn driver's seat? That man should have been rolled the fuck over. You mean to tell me a man could come up, snatch the chain off my neck, snatch my wallet out my hand, and stab me 5 times and get away? Okay, you a sorry husband. That's what you are. Because y'all know us females, if it was us, we wouldn't even let that happen to our husband. Do you know how fast we would have been? We would have drove off while that man was leaning his head over in the car. While he's stabbing her, that man, we would have took off and half of his body would have been in the car and half of his body would have been out the car. Because that's how we do. We ain't about to sit there and allow somebody to do that to somebody that we love. We think quick on our feet. You mean to tell me what he was doing, chilling? What was you doing, chilling? You sitting there chilling with your fear. He said, I froze. I just froze. You froze? Y'all, I knew it from the beginning it was bullshit. I knew it from the beginning that it was bullshit. But I did think that it was the daughter. I will say that. I thought something was up with the daughter. I was like, this man covering from his daughter. And the reason why I said that is because she was shaking his shit. And when she did an interview, she was scratching like she was on some type of drugs or something. She was just scratching. If you ever go back and look at her interview with the police, I can see if I can pull it up. The girl looked like she had fleas. Hold on. Hold on. Interview. Hold on. I know I'm spelling her name wrong. Let me see. It's spelled V-A. Where is it at? How you spell her damn name? V-A-L-E. Okay. I want y'all to see how she was scratching and listen. That's why I thought it could have been her. I was like, something ain't right with this chick. And he was going around, y'all, just doing all types of interviews, right? Saying, be careful. You just don't know people. Don't just trust anybody. You know, these homeless people out here are dangerous. Yeah, right? That's what he was doing. Until he found out that, you know what? They ain't buying your story. They think it was you. So then when he discovered that they thought it was him, I thought I would see the press conference. Is this it? Let me see if this is it. No, this is just another picture of them. Oh my God. They just look so pitiful. It was more her looking pitiful than him, right? He was just looking too relaxed, too calm, too all right. Even the white man, I can't think his name off the top of my head, but the one that killed his wife and his two daughters. Remember? He was an internet sensation, a social media sensation, and nobody couldn't believe he did that. Was his name Christopher or something like that? Even he was crying. Even he was crying. This man looked too damn calm for somebody that just took the love of your life. They just took away the love of your life. And you just want to say, I just want to tell everybody, be careful out there in these streets. You just never know what's going to happen. And you can't just roll your window down and be generous these days because your wife just may become unalived. Like, come on, Keith. Keith. So, yes. But the mama came and spoke and said, you know what? I knew he was lying. She said, I told this man to do right by my daughter, and he did not. Okay? There was rumors that she was going to leave him. Yes, Chris Watts, exactly. Even Chris Watts showed remorse in the beginning. She said it was hard to believe at first because they both had been at my parents' house so many times with my mom babysat her. So it was hard to believe that he did it. You didn't believe that he did it, Cookie? How many people out there thought it was him from the jump? She said insurance companies don't want to pay anyway, and they will reach out to the law enforcement agency. They'll reach out. They sure don't want to pay. She said, and he said the man stabbed her, and then the woman leaned in the window and took the purse. You right. You right. You are right. Yes, yes. Oh my God, QC. So now this even, listen. She's right. So listen to this. Why this big dude, let's put this picture back up for a second. You're right, he did say that. Listen. All the while, he's sitting there chilling. Let's put this dude back up. This dude said, I'm trying to move this out of the way. Okay. Now, I already told you that he said the man snatched his neck, right? Then took the wallet and then stabbed her, right? But just like QC said, he said the woman reached in and took the wallet. So now picture this in your head. The man just snatched the necklace off her neck. The woman's supposed to have reached in and grabbed her wallet. Now, first of all, what is Jacquelyn? Let's put her picture up. Jacquelyn wasn't no small girl, okay? She wasn't small. Let me see if I can get a better picture than this. Let me see if I can get a little bit of body picture. Let me get the one with them together. Okay, well, this is gonna have to work. Listen, she wasn't no small person. So when he snatched her necklace off, the woman reaches in and grabs her wallet. First of all, what is he doing? What is Jacquelyn doing? What is the daughter doing in the back? What these? Yeah, exactly. QC said, where was the baby? All along, all while she holding a baby in her hand. He like, damn, why didn't I play all of this out before I decided to kill my wife in her sleep? You would think that he would say, damn, why didn't I think about this? All these inconsistencies. The wife didn't fight back. She had no defensive wounds. If somebody is snatching your neck, a necklace from your neck, if somebody is snatching a necklace from around your neck, you know, if you're gonna automatically, you're going to just, you know, your natural instinct's gonna kick in, and you're gonna grab for them. You're gonna be fighting. Come on. Under your fingernails is gonna be dirty. It's gonna have skin in it. You're gonna have defensive wounds on you. Come on, Keith. You could have came up with something better than that. They combing around, they looking for anything out there. Anything. Then he's like, oh, I got lost. Because they didn't find nothing at the area in which he said he was at. She gonna be fighting. He better slam that car. Because I don't know if the car was on brake. Maybe he had his foot on the gas. On the brake. And even if he had his foot on the brake, why he doing all this scuffling over there with my family, my wife? Keith should have took off. That's what I'm saying. Keith should have took off. But the fact that he sat there all calmly and be like, what y'all doing over there? Man, give her necklace back. Cut it out. What do you give her purse back? Because that's how you sound. He sounded like he was so calm. You know? Put a purse back. Come on now, brother. You ain't got to do all of that. Dumb criminals. Dumb criminal. She said, look up the story of Carol Stout. The stories are almost identical. Dude killed his pregnant wife in the car, claimed he was carjacked in a black neighborhood. Charles Stewart killed himself. Ooh, Lord. Damn sure didn't think none of that through. He did not. L. Rose. He walked in the woods and came out and said, oh, I know what I'm going to tell him. Okay, I know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, a homeless woman with a child and a man. I'm going to say they did it. They don't believe me because this is Baltimore. This is how they do it in Baltimore. Come on, dude. Exactly, unfriendly hottie. You're going to put up a fight. The woman alone is going to put up a fight. Then you would think the husband would do something, and then you would think the daughter that's sitting in the back seat, what was she doing? Just chilling? Come on, Key. She said, when did this take place? In 2018. I want to say January. Hold on. It was either January or December 2018. Let me see. He was 55 and she was 54. Hold on. Yeah, I know it was 2018, but I can't remember if it was January or December 2018. It was, hold on. December 2018 is when this took place. So it's been a while. I actually always was interested in the story but I kind of stopped following. You know, when the pandemic happened, everything just kind of like went out the door or whatever. But when I heard it, I called bullshit on it. I really did. I was like, this just don't sound right. Why he ain't drive off? Why he ain't run this man the fuck over? This man should have been drugged down. He should have chased this man down. You just stabbed my wife and you took off running where? Where did the man run to? He should have been mowed down with that car. You feel me? She said, he took me out to lunch, only went because he was persistent. I wasn't attracted to him like that. Was it before marriage or was he still married to Miss Jacquelyn? Because they say, I saw some places say they was married for 4 years, and then I saw another that say they was married for 15 years. But I'm going to be compelled to believe that they was only married for 4 years. And the reason why I say that is because they both had grown children, and they don't look that old. 54, 55, I mean, I'm going to say 4 years. She said, right, that car would have been tore up in the process. Exactly. Not enough time. The daughter on her way home. The daughter's on her way home. Damn. What do you mean? Not enough time. The daughter on her way home. I don't know what y'all talking about on that one. Oh, y'all talking about something different. She said, my friend just killed his wife and himself on New Year's Eve in Alabama, right in front of the children. I have been speechless ever since. Dang, that's crazy. She about to get out the clique. Who? Oh, you talking about the daughter. I see what you're saying. Oh, you saying the daughter didn't get enough time. She took a plea deal, and that's how that shit worked. She was facing 10 years and ended up getting 5. But I'm going to tell you something. Taking plea deals supposed to be better because you're saving the court money. Lots of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta be in the slammer for a little bit. Y'all know Polite took 7 years. A lot of people say 7 years for molesting a 14-year-old girl. He should have got more than that. He took a plea. Sometimes taking a plea is not the worst thing ever. Sometimes it actually is, especially if you're innocent. But sometimes it's not. She says, nah, the daughter was probably around 7 or 8, if that old. Oh, okay. So his daughter was 7 or 8 years old. How old is she now? She's 24. She was 24. I don't know how old she is now. She was 24 when this incident took place. So 5 years, she's 29. So she's almost 30 years old. Yep. The daughter only got 5 years and he got life plus 3. And the thing about it is now that she's out, I'm not saying that she will. 3 years probation, so she got to stay clean for 3 years afterwards, right? Once she get out. But she might be able to write a book or, you know, do a lifetime story and say what happened or something like that. Who knows? Somebody might be stupid enough to give her some type of opportunity to tell on him, but he ain't getting that. Well, he got life plus 3, so that's 28 years, and he already 55, so 80, 88, something like that. No, 85, no, 83. He'll be 83 or something like that. She said now she's going back to drugs, all because they served him divorce papers at his job, and he was one cheating, and she was a 3-time business owner. Oh, your friend? Wow. So now it was said that she spoke about divorce to him, but then I did also hear that she really loved him and she wanted to make it work. You know, she wanted to make, you know, most women do want their marriage to work initially, you know. They want their marriage to work. And women tend to put up with a lot of bullshit in order for it to work until we get tired. And then we be like, I don't give a damn what you say. I'm done with you. I'm out. But this man obviously said, you know what? She talking this divorce shit, this insurance policy. Hey, I need this joker right about now. I really don't think how this dumb ass criminal thought he was going to get away with it. I don't understand why he wasn't already in jail for robbing the damn same bank 3 times. Had he already spent time? Let me see. I don't know. Keith Tyrone Smith, let me see. Have you already spent? And he got charged. He was sentenced, like I said, 25 plus 3 years. Well, life plus 3. And he was charged with 1st-degree murder, which means that the judge says he thought about that shit. He planned it on. He said, okay, she sleep. She sleep. This is the perfect time right here. She sleep. Do you know how long? Hold on. Do you know how long he had to have thought? Oh, yeah, I forgot. He tried to convince his friend of unaliving her. I forgot that part. Yes. He tried to get his friend. Okay, so listen to this. The first time Keith found himself in trouble, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison and pled guilty to robbery with a deadly weapon 2 decades prior. So the joker had already did 12 years. Oh, wait a minute. No, he didn't. He was sentenced to 12. He served 6. And he was paroled in 2007. Cookie, did you know that he had did 6 years in prison? I mean, I'm just asking. Because is that a question that you ask someone now if you're dating them? Or do you just allow them to tell you? Y'all tell me, what do you think? For those that are dating, do you ask your man, have you ever been to prison? I mean, I don't even know if I've ever asked that before. She says no. So you didn't know he'd been to prison? Or you didn't ask? Which one? Because he got out, he was paroled in 2007. She said, yes, I asked. Yes, I asked. Hell yeah, you better. He got 12 years for robbing a bank at gunpoint. He's supposed to get more years than that, but I mean, I don't know. Oh, no, because, you know, we know somebody else that got 10. Okay. But he did 6 years. So he got out in 07 and went right back in 2018. Dumbass criminal. He was out for 11 years running around. She said, yes, I interrogate my date. That's why I'm single. She said, I'm looking up backgrounds and everything. She said, I'm going to ask. She said, oh, he was already a criminal. I wondered if she met him as a pen pal. Yes, no, he was already a criminal. But you know what? She's an engineer. He's a fairly attractive guy, but it depends on what picture you look at, because I seen another picture that I was like, ooh, he got to put that filter on, you know? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, you know what? Do I not have it? I think I got it in my phone. Because he's no bad looking guy, like from the surface, you know. Some of us women, we get a little desperate. We get a little desperate. Like, we be like, oh, he dark skinned, he cute. I must have threw that picture away. It was one of the pictures where he was not looking attractive at all. She said, I'm most definitely asking now. You have to. She said, do they still got 3 strikes? Three strikes is in California, New York, or something like that. I don't think the strikes everywhere. I don't think all the states have the 3 strikes. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of this joker that when he wasn't looking all that cute. Because, honey, his jail picture, he was looking rough, honey. I don't know if they got him in there, and he looked like he had lost some weight. Look, well, I mean, the head look kind of big. You know, sometimes they can wear these hats and make them look a little different. He ain't, you know, he ain't busted, but it ain't somebody, you know, not y'all judge. She said he is not cute, so I don't know. She said he is not cute, so I don't know what woman find attractive about him. You know, women like dark-skinned men, child. When he got his hat on, he, you know, you got to think, though, he's an older gentleman. She said, what? Here you go, y'all. There you go, honey. What y'all think? What y'all think, child? Let me move this out the way. What y'all think? I mean, you know, he got a funny shaped head, but when he got his hat on, he don't look as sad. Because he looks sad right there. She said, and these dudes have the audacity to be insulted when I ask, you be asking QC. She said, we got the pink-eyed panther on our team. Hey, you better ask the pink-eyed panther for his background. She said, Lala said, she said, I just asked if there's anything I need to know before my friends look you up. Do you say that to him? Hey, go on and tell it now before I give my friends all your damn information. That's something you want to tell me. That's funny. Look, I'm gonna look you up, so you're not as well. She said he looked like a. He is one. She said he looked like a killer. He is one. Honey, he likes to stab people. She said his roller coaster head. She said that. She said a hard no. She said that's a hell no for me. Y'all are so funny talking about he looked like a criminal. He is a criminal. That joker's a murderer. He's a murderer. He's a murderer. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you. You know what I wouldn't have been able to get past? I don't know why, but this is one of my pet peeves. I look at men's mouth areas when they talk. The fact that he got a list and he says things like this, I wouldn't have been able to fuck with him in the first place. We wouldn't have been able to go on a date, baby. Because the moment I saw him talking about I don't care. In the face. The fact that he can't pick that goddamn tongue up off his teeth and talk without saying shit like this. We'll be able to. I can so like dudes that guys sing a thick ass song. Did y'all not see that in the video? Listen to him in the video. That's a turn off for me. You can be fine as wine, but the moment that you can't enunciate your words without sounding like you motherfucking Looney Tune or who is it, Buzz Bunny? Who got fucking okay, listen.
Police never bought the Panhandler story. They now say the claim was full of inconsistencies and contradictions. Keith Smith stands next to the judge's bench like a sentinel watching and listening to potential jurors. Smith is charged with first-degree murder in the stabbing death of his wife, Jacquelyn. Smith told police that back on December 1st, 2018, he, his wife, and daughter, Valeria, were driving through East Baltimore when Jacquelyn asked to pull over and give a female panhandler who appeared to be holding a baby $10. Smith provided details of the encounter at a press conference.
And when she did, some guy came over to say, can I thank her? And as he did that, and I'm not thinking he's going to do what he did, he commits to stabbing my wife.
He commits. When I didn't think he was going to do what he did, he commits to stabbing my wife. I didn't know he was going. I didn't know he was going to come on there and do what he did, and he commits to stabbing my wife. When you thought like that, when you say you're going to commit to stabbing my wife, that's a turn off for me. He wouldn't have had the opportunity to stab me 5 times because I wouldn't have been in his car. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all know I love to laugh, but this is a serious matter. So listen, my condolences to her family, any family members, if they in here, y'all don't get me later. Y'all know the story I covered yesterday. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was the sister of the victim or the sister of the abuser, but they was like, you left information out, and they jumped in my inbox and said, he did make money and just a bunch of other little things. And I'm just like, look, girl, the moral of the story was he's still unalived her, okay? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'm not adding nothing to taking it out. If they don't like this, it's just gonna be just fine. But people think you're supposed to get the story completely right, every damn thing. Like, I ain't live with the motherfuckers, okay? But at any rate, the family actually came out and gave a statement, and they said they were satisfied with this verdict, okay? They satisfied that the daughter got the 5 years, and they are satisfied that he got life plus 3, okay? The family said that it is not going to bring her back. Oh, sorry. The family said, nope, it's not going to bring her back, but they are happy and justified that she received justice for her killing, because if he would have gotten to Mexico, he could have gotten away with it. Now, I don't know what type of money that he was going to have, but y'all know in Mexico, it don't take much. It really don't take much. But I don't know why he wanted his daughter to go with him. But yes, I do. He wanted his daughter to go because he didn't want his daughter to be back here and able to talk. That's what I'm thinking. What y'all think? She said, Amor, it's on Fatal Attraction. Which one is on Fatal Attraction? This one? This case or the one I did yesterday? She said, that's a light bulb head. She said, put her pic up. She had a beautiful smile. This young lady, she did. Very beautiful smile. Beautiful smile and beautiful skin. 54 years old. He did her wrong. I think that's where I seen this story on. He wasn't going to make it through Mexico. Listen, she said, you were just reporting the evidence that was already out there. Exactly, May. That part. You know? But you know the funny thing, people, I don't know why we do this to each other. But Black people will criticize what another Black person would do real fast, but they dare not to go to other people and start criticizing. Have y'all noticed that? And I don't want to change this video because we are giving Miss Jacquelyn Smith her flowers right now, her recognition. You know, her husband was a damn evil person and he unalived her. So we don't want to make this video about anything else, but I just wanted to just throw that little piece in there. I don't know why we do that, but whatever. She said, go talk to them about the story. Go talk to who? Oh, exactly. Okay, to me. She said, one of them came through in your comment section talking mess about podcasters. I know. Yes, she is sister-in-law. Yes, honey. But I don't know why people do that. But anyway, this young lady right here, name is Jacquelyn Smith. She was unalived, like I said, by her egghead-ass murderous husband, Keith. What was his name? Was it Keith Tyrone? Keith Smith. But what was the middle name? Keith Tyrone Smith. He is doing 25 plus 3 for taking his wife's life for insurance money and trying to put it on a panhandler. Didn't work. Did not work. Did they say why he did it or is it too early? Oh, yeah, he did it for insurance money. He was broke and he wanted some money. The daughter spilled it all. It's just that little bitty piece, though, that really got me. I didn't know, if they just, and I don't even know if you could do this. Can a forensic investigator lie? Let me read it for y'all right quick. It says, the first witness prosecutor called Tuesday morning was a Baltimore police crime lab technician who analyzed swab collected from a car, clothing, and a knife. The technician told the jury that Valeria, which is the daughter, DNA was found on the blade and the handle of the folding knife, and Keith Smith's DNA was not. So it said the daughter blade was found on, the daughter DNA was found on the blade and the handle of the folded pocket knife. Okay? And Keith was not. And it said they also stated, the state called FBI agent to testify, an expert in cell phone and Google location data. The agent said his analysis of Valeria and Keith Smith's device put the pair in or around Druid Hill Park the night in question, and not the address Keith originally gave the police, saying that the panhandlers met him at that intersection. During the cross-examination, Valeria told the defense that she was high before, during, and after the killing, and while on her drive to Mexico. So she said, hell, I stay high. I'm high all the time. I'm always high. Always high. The defense tried to paint Valeria Smith as an opportunist who would do anything and say anything to stay out of prison. She has pled guilty to helping her father cover up the crime. She faces up to 10 years, but she ended up getting 5. All right. Well, anyway, we already been on 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to bring y'all, what story next? I got it. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I can't think of a name, but I'm doing this one tomorrow. This one just happened back in August of last year, and it happened out of Michigan, Rapids, Michigan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where the beautiful young lady found out that her husband was on the DL. Okay, she confronted him with it, and he unalived her. I'm doing that one tomorrow, so stay tuned. Okay, I wish there was a way I could put up a trailer. I'm gonna work on that, y'all. Put up a trailer for my next story, so it make y'all want to come back. But yes, I can't think of the name, but it was they black. She thought her husband was cheating. She went on Facebook. It's a site on Facebook that says something, and I'll have the story for y'all tomorrow. But it says it's a site on Facebook that tell you whether your husband is cheating or not, or your mate. She went on there, she asked, and she received a whole lot of information about her husband, including video footage of him in the ad with a man. She couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe it. She confronted him, and yeah, he didn't want his dirty little secret out. So he unalived her. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on. I ain't gonna sit here and say it's gonna. The story gonna be tomorrow, but I'm gonna work on having my next trailer, like the trailer to my next video for my last video. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like you know. Once I figure out how to do it, I'm gonna have a little small trailer to my upcoming video. Will be blah blah blah. That way y'all can come back. She said, keep spreading awareness. We are here for it. Thank you. She said, oh, wow. I bet he said he would do the time for her. What do you mean? Let me know. Video footage, Soldier Boy. And then, you know what? I don't even know if I want this on this one. I'm gonna get off this live. We're gonna end here. But I'm gonna come back on, and it's only gonna be literally 15 minutes. If y'all want to come back, y'all can. It's going to be a 15-minute live, no more. But I just want to give y'all an update on a video that I did last week. And the only reason why I want to get this update because it's hilarious. And I just want y'all to laugh with me. That's all. I just want somebody to laugh with me. Thank you so much, y'all. I do appreciate it. Hey, if you like this content, I'm going to put my Cash App up here. That's my Cash App going across. Y'all know y'all can bless a girl with a super chat or a super sticker or something like that. I do appreciate it. I know that these videos, we moving on or whatever, which I appreciate. So if y'all support the commentary that I'm doing, take care of your sister. Support your sister. And I appreciate it. But like I said, the next video that's coming up, it doesn't have anything to do with the domestic violence. It's a follow-up to the pastor that turned his turned his church to a club. The updates on that, y'all. And it's going to be funny. I ain't going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it, but he did a response, and I just want to break down his response because it was funny to me, and I think it'll be funny to y'all. And y'all have to know, if he turned his club to he turned his church to a nightclub, he should have known he was going to get some flack. So he got a response for y'all, the one that didn't like that he turned his church to a nightclub. Thank you so much, Rita. She says, I live in Michigan. He was a dirty dog. Oh, was he? Oh, you talking about the guy that I'm doing tomorrow. Ooh, girl, yes. Okay. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it, Rita. Well, you definitely need to pull up tomorrow and let me talk about this dirty dog because I got his story. I'm going to finish putting it all together tonight, and then I will bring it to y'all tomorrow at 5 o'clock because this literally just happened in August. And a lot of people may not know that he had secrets. Lots of them. Okay? All right, I'm signing off. If y'all want to come back, she said that's that one that happened here in Memphis, Rose. The one that happened in Memphis Rose. Is Memphis Rose Memphis? Or is that Michigan? Let me know. Is Memphis Rose Michigan? Because I thought it was Grand Rapids. She said, did you see the story I posted in the group? I'm going to look at that one. Thank you so much, Carmelita. Let me read your thing. She says, good content and more. Keep it coming. Yes. Listen, I'm going to keep it coming. We're going to be knocking them out, y'all. We're going to be knocking them out. But listen, we need to know this type of stuff. There's a whole lot of stories out there that are just going off to the left, off to the right. Yeah, we're going to find out about these stories, okay? All right, so thank y'all so much. If y'all want to come back, stick around because I'm literally going to sign out and I'm going to monetize this video. So it's going to take me about 5 minutes and then I'm going to come right back and I'm going to give you the response to Pastor Honey. The bishop got something to say to y'all. Okay? Bye. Love y'all.